because we don't understand what did we do to this country to make them treat us the way they do. I can't figure out what have we done. And no one can tell me that because we did nothing wrong. We did nothing wrong. And the only thing we want is the same thing you got. We want to love our children. We want a quality education. We want safety. We want health care. We want the same things you have. You know, Dr. King said, the hottest place in hell is reserved for those who remain neutral during time of moral conflict. And what that means to me is we need allies. There's no time to be on the fence. I need to know what team you are on, because we got a war going on. And I know it. I want to be able to count on you when I'm in the trenches. And real quickly, I know it's popular to be here right now among our elected officials and other folks. But there's a difference between a moment, which is right now, and a movement. And a movement requires sacrifice. And the sacrifice has to come from those in power, those who are controlling systems, like our educational system, our healthcare system, our criminal justice system, our housing system. You're gonna have to have some uncomfortable conversations. It can't be as usual. We have to have some uncomfortable conversations because we have some work to do, and we're coming. We're gonna put forth legislation that's gonna change Connecticut. And I need you guys there when we put forth. Because right now it's popping, but I need to see you in 4 months. I need to see you when I gotta vote a bill and somebody whispering in my ear, you can't do that right now, not right now. I can't take it no more. I appreciate you guys being here. Continue to fight, and we all know Black Lives Matter. Thank you very much.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
It's a little dark. I can't really see my notes, but I'm going to speak more from the heart than from what's on this piece of paper. Thank you for everyone who came before me and spoke for all the inspiring words. I am Bobby Gibson. I am your state representative, and I represent the 15th District, which is Bloomfield and Windsor. And I'm going to be quick. Thank you. I'm going to be quick. I'm going to tell you a little story, a very short story. This story represents my life, it represents your life, and it also represents George Floyd's life. Because, to be honest with you, we're all interwound. We're all interwoven into the same type of life. And as I tell you the story, I want you to think about some of the aspects of my story that relates to you and that relates to George Floyd. You see, when I was very little, my family moved up here from Georgia and didn't have any money. We grew up in the projects. My parents saved money because they wanted to have a better way of living, and so we bought a house in this great town of Bloomfield, Connecticut. When I came here, I went to Bloomfield Middle School, not Carmenares. Carmenares was my principal. I went to Bloomfield Junior High, and I graduated from Bloomfield High School as a Warhawk. I came back as an educator in the same school that I taught in. And currently my daughter is going to be a senior at Bloomfield High School, and she's fortunate enough to be on our track team. She's an All-American, one of the best track teams in the nation. So if you see any similarities in my life and to your life, just listen a little bit more. Because this is a story of black people for over 400 years. When we were brought to these shores of Virginia back in 1619 against our will, we worked for this country. We built this country. We put this country on our backs. We are interwoven in the history of this nation. We have done things in this country to make it great. We have fought hard and got educated, became doctors and lawyers and educators, state reps and even presidents. But yet and still, we suffer from the injustice of inequities every single day. In our country, in America, we have a disease